Democracy itself is in peril, here at home and around the world. What we do now, how we honor the memory of the fallen, will determine whether or not democracy will long endure. We all take it for granted. We think we learn in school, every generation has to fight for it. But look, it's the biggest question. Whether a system that prizes the individual, that bends towards liberty, that gives everybody a chance at prosperity, whether that system can and will prevail against powerful forces that wish it harm. All that we do in our common life as a nation is part of that struggle. The struggle for democracy is taking place around the world, democracy and autocracy. A struggle for decency and dignity, just simple decency. A struggle for prosperity and progress. And yes, the struggle for the soul of America itself. Folks, you all know it. Democracy thrives when the infrastructure of democracy is strong. When people have the right to vote freely and fairly and conveniently. When a free and independent press pursues the truth, founded on facts, not propaganda. When the rule of law applies equally and fairly to every citizen, regardless of where they come from, what they look like. Excuse me. Wherever Americans are, there is democracy. Churches and synagogues and mosques, neighborhoods and coffee shops and diners, bleachers at kids' baseball or soccer games, libraries and parks. Democracy begins and grows in the open heart and the impetus to come together for a common cause. And I might note parenthetically, thank you, TAPS. That's what you do. And that's where it will be preserved. For empathy is the fuel of democracy. Let me say that again. Empathy is the fuel of democracy. Our willingness to see each other, not as enemies, as neighbors, even when we disagree, to understand what the other's going through. To state the obvious, our democracy is imperfect. It always has been. But Americans of all backgrounds, races, creeds, gender identities, sexual orientations, have long spilled their blood to defend our democracy. The diversity of our country and of our armed services is and always has been an incredible strength